What's up, everybody? It is the Best Spot Kiss movie, and man, BattleToads. That though, the bicycle modes had me kind of like trippy. I actually struggled a lot on like the earlier parts, but that one had me like trippy. It was like I was seeing like those like screensavers, and it's like a never-ending loop. That's what it felt like. But BattleToads, man, it's out. The reviews are out. The Metascore is out. People are talking about it like I expected they would. This game really did something I didn't really anticipate it to do. But before I talk about that for a little bit, I want to give you guys an update on like me. I've been gone for a little bit because I was trying to put my PC. I was upgrading my PC. I did it. I had a lot of trial and error, but it's done. I have a new case and some RGB lights, and upgraded my RAM and added another SSD and everything. And it looks it's pretty. It looks at my cable management. I don't know if you guys seen it on Twitter. It's horrible, but it's done. I'm happy. The computer runs a ton faster. Shout out to Cat Daddy Lurk for the donation of the CPU. I actually have he sent me over a i7-9700, which I hear is top of the line on for Intel. I currently have a i5-6600 for sale, a motherboard, some 8 gigs of DDR4 RAM. I have a ATX mini case tower also available, because the case I was showing off in my other video was actually, I'm not using that case because it was too small. I needed a full-size case, so now I kind of have to just box it up and sell it, because I really don't have the energy to try to send it back to Amazon. And so that's that. So my PC's done. I was just on a podcast with Obi-Wan Plays yesterday on his OG podcast, where he talked about PS5 and Xbox. So check that out. If you follow Obi-Wan, please do so, and hopefully you like it. We got Weapon Wheel later on today. Should be a good episode. And I'm currently playing BattleToads. I expect to have a review. I'm losing like my voice a little bit. I expect to have a review like maybe early next week. I mean, I work a lot, so it will be like I plan to probably finish the game either during Weapon Wheel or after Weapon Wheel, and then probably put my gameplay together and give you guys a full review. But I just want to talk about a couple of things in regards to BattleToads, its Metascore, and the reaction to Twitter, and a lot of people fronting. So early when the reviews came, the reviews started to come on I think Thursday. The review started to come, and it was at like a 69, 68. It was that Xbox template review score. And I feel like there was just a lot of the BS scores. And the crazy thing is that I anticipated a 58 to about a 64, just because I felt like people are already set in their mind that this is not going to be the game for them. They're going to, just by the reveal, the cartoon, it didn't look like BattleToads and whatnot, but I felt like they're really going to go in on this game, and they almost did. They started, I mean, your typical sites came out with their typical 5s and 6s, and found some bullshit excuse of why the game is not good, whether it be too short, just like Streets of Rage 4, whether it be the cartoon visuals, just like Streets of Rage 4. Like the difference with BattleToads is that sure, BattleToads we know is like a difficult, like unforgiving beat 'em up, and this one for right now, where I don't feel like it's unforgiving. It's still tough. It can be challenging. But I don't think it's exclusively a beat 'em up. I felt like the people at Dala and Rare did a good job mixing the game up, adding different gameplay mechanics. So sometimes you got beat 'em up stages, and then you have like pretty much travel stages where you have to avoid obstacles to get to point A to point B, and then you have freaking little mini games that that pretty much adds a little bit more to the gameplay. And I think they did that because the gameplay, just the beat 'em up sections could be a bit stale. Meaning if you kept doing that for just 3 hours straight from beginning to end, if it was just that, I think the game would be mid. But I think the additions to the game, the changes, and some of the way that it switches up is dope. And I was complaining that it's not online co-op, but when you start to see the game and the design, the way it was built, I can now understand why it's not online co-op. It's just, I don't see how some of the things will work, like some of like the racing stages and stuff like that. I just don't see how it would work. I would love to have done it and play with 2 of my friends online. I think that would have been dope. I would have, be more encouraged to live stream the game. But I'm going to do this first run by myself, and then I'm going to try to invite my wife and my daughter or my son, whoever is interested, we'll play out on like the TV in a 3-player house co-op and see and get my daughter some achievements or something like that, because I probably won't be playing on my account. But I think the game is actually surprisingly good. Like I said, I predicted a 58, 64 Metacritic, and I said the media would kill it, but it will be a game I actually end up liking, and I do like it. It did score a higher, it's at a 72, which is higher than Days Gone. And Battletoads is supposed to be Game Pass fodder. So I don't know. Is Days Gone a fodder title? I don't know, but it scored higher. So that's one way to look at it. A lot of people doing their thing, going on Twitter, ready to bash it. You got people going out of their way who hate Xbox. Going out their way, hey, I'm going to go and download this on PC, or I'm going to boot up my Xbox and act like I don't want to, but I really want to, but I'm going to put it on its front. And then I'm actually going to play the game, and I'm going to stick with it. I'm going to beat it just so I can talk shit about it when you secretly enjoyed it. Yes, I'm talking to you, Crap Gamer. I'm talking to you, Saltiest Gaming, with the backhand comments they make. Oh, it's a rare achievement. It's a 2-day game, rare achievement. Xbox gamers don't play games. That's what they're saying. The game was at the time that they're posting this, the game is 2 days old. Dude, like when you beat a game, like when it first like comes out and it's like a fast game to complete, a lot of the achievements that you unlock are going to be rare. Especially if you know life a 3-hour game. But just like I'm just noticing the energy that some of these individuals are moving with. They created this persona to, I have to have a problem with everything, that's really Xbox based. So Battletoads was the latest game. They really couldn't front on Flight Simulator, so they had to, make fun of the fact that it's not available on the Xbox console. It is what it is. I mean, I commend you if that's the hill you want to fight with or die on. Go ahead. I mean, I agree. It should be on consoles. I'm not a fan of the whole let's cater to PC guys under the Xbox umbrella. No, you cater to us all. But with Battletoads, it's like, it's the minute that the game was at a 69, they were popping all this shit, posting their screenshots and like making tweets, doing all that shit. That as soon as that shit hit like a 70, 71, they shut the fuck up, and they want to post their gameplay and screenshots and talking and they still talk shit about it. But the thing about these guys is that these battered Xbox fans, they want to share something negative for like the clicks and tweets, but privately they enjoyed the game. They're happy. They're really enjoying the game. They wish it wasn't as good as it was, and so they have to lie on Twitter and talk shit about it. And the game that is so bad that they played the game from start to finish, getting all the achievements, and they don't like it. So I call that a big front. It's a big front, and I notice a lot of these guys are fooling you guys. These new PlayStation, these new, I call them born again Xbox haters or born again PlayStation fanboys. Like they want to appease their new PlayStation fans, right? But they also want to keep diving into their Xbox, but they put on this front. And Battletoads is the prime example. You see a lot of these people on Twitter who are constantly talking shit about Xbox and Xbox games and throwing up the 69s and 68, their low review scores, and to turn around and play the shit out of Battletoads, share their achievements and try to sidearm it, talk shit while posting it, because you really want us to acknowledge that you play games and you beat the game, but I don't really give a shit. Just don't front. You enjoyed the game. You guys enjoyed Battletoads. I'm enjoying Battletoads. I'm not going to lie to you and say I'm not, and I'm not going to lie to you and say I am. If there's games that I don't enjoy, I will tell you. I don't care if it's on PlayStation, Xbox, Switch, multi-plat, whatever. If I don't like it, I don't like it. But you guys seem to have to lie. If I'm going to continue to play games, there's one thing. I'm critical of games. Like, I might like a genre of a game. And like, for example, like last year, I people said I was going in on Control. I wasn't really going in on Control. The thing is, I felt like PlayStation guys overrated it because they wanted to front and say it was better than Quantum Break. And I thought Control and Quantum Break was honestly identically the same, except Quantum Break had more diversity. Quantum Break had real guns, and I think visually I prefer Quantum Break, and I prefer Quantum Break story. Control was dark. You was in this one building the entire game, and it did nothing better. But I think it even scored higher, and I didn't understand why. And it sold far less. So it's just like I felt like PlayStation fans were capping for Control because they had the marketing rights, and that it was just like Quantum Break, but it was a multi-plat, and none of them bought it. And now with Battletoads, you get this situation where you have an Xbox, exclusive game, or like, the Xbox branded game that it didn't score 69. I mean, it's a mid game. It's a 70s average game, but it's a good game. They like it, but they talked all this shit about it beforehand, that they have to hide their enjoyment of the game behind like sidearm tweets and shit talking. But that's just my thoughts on it. My review for the game will be dropping soon. Hope you guys will enjoy it. I gotta call up Gaming Addict to see if you can help me with a thumbnail for it, because I do want to do like a proper review. It's been a while since I've done that. And yeah, that's about it. I will be doing a couple of things this week in regards to, I got the review of like me putting together my PC and it working. I was about ready to throw this thing out the window, but it's still in here, so I survived. So I will see you guys later on Weapon Wheel. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Oh yeah, I got one more thing to say, and I'm surprised. I apologize for not leading with this. Shout out to everyone, and thank you everyone to those who subscribed and shared my quest to get to 10,000 subscribers, because if you haven't noticed, I am at 10,000 subscribers. It was a long, hard fight to 10,000. I got it. I'm happy. And let's make our way to 15, and let's make our way to 20. All right, now we're just under 2,000 short of 10K on Twitter. So follow me on Twitter if you're not following me on Twitter. So Xbox is the best box, and I am the best bot. Good night or good morning if you're on the other side of the globe. I'm out of here. Peace.